Hello friends, and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about Teen Top's For Show album. But first, yes to know I'm like slightly later in the day than normal. It's the 4th of July today. I'm not saying I'm not celebrating because I do actually have plans to like go to a thing for the 4th, but this country sucks and I'm mad at it, so I'm not really happy. However, I am off work. So I slept in. So you're getting a slightly later video. But either way, I have a question about this album before we actually begin, which is the name. Because they announced this album and then the whole Cap thing happened. And I'm just curious, was the album always meant to be called For Show? I assume not. Like, I assume the name is a play on how there's now 4 of them. Like how their full was High Five after Aljo left, like with 5 members. I'm curious what the actual original name of this album was. Also, I got the little Starbucks Frappuccino thing, like the little mini can. I'm really excited to try it. I haven't tried it yet. I got it yesterday when I went grocery shopping, so you're getting extra content because I'm excited and I wanted to share. I'm not sure how to feel about this. It has a weird taste. I'm putting it over here by the mug. But it has a unique taste. I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm sure it's gonna grow on me because it is coffee and I love coffee. Anyway, none of you care about any of this. I am aware. But to talk about what we actually do care about, which is Teen Top. So, to go about this is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1, with an exception, I've heard this entire album once so far. I'm only one listen in, it just came out, so my opinions on these songs very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is of course my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have all of that out of the way, we can get started. And first up, we have the title track. I'm assuming it's pronounced like Week. Like, we with a K. So like, Week, but like, that's what I'm calling it. It's the title track. And it's good. I really liked it. I think the background music is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for my enjoyment, but I'm not mad about that. It's fine, because this background music is excellent. That said, I do have a question about the lyrics before we begin, because after the chorus, there's this little repetitive part. It's fine. It's fun. But the lyrics for it are at one point, dot the comma. And I would like to know what that means. Like, when I first heard it, I thought it was like, duh, come on. But all the lyrics I could find for it, like Genius.com, lyric videos, they all say dot the comma. And I would like explanation on what that means. Like, is it a semicolon? Are we dotting the dot on a semicolon? Because that's what a comma with a dot is. Like, I'm just confused. My confusion aside, this song is actually quite good. I enjoyed the verses, and for the pre-chorus, other than the last little bit, it's great. And for that last little bit that I don't love, it's fine, and I can sit through it, so like, it's all well and good. Also, the chorus itself is really fun. It has these summer energies to it, and I love me a summer song, especially when it is summer. And in case you couldn't tell from my sunburnt face, I have been outside in the sun a good bit. And I love a summer song. I love summer vibes. I love summer. This one is very much giving summer and also slaps. So it's just all around a win. Also, unrelated to the song itself, but I was watching the music video when I was taking these notes. And there's this one moment in the music video where they're doing choreo, right? And the choreo is so clearly meant for them to be holding like a physical microphone in their hand. Like, I don't think they've done any stages for this. I don't think they promoted on the show as their comeback stage. So I haven't seen a stage for this, but I'm assuming they're meant to have microphones, but they don't. So they're just going like this, and it's really amusing to me. Big picture though, this is not the best Teen Top title. It is quite good, and I really enjoyed it. But it's not their best title ever. Like, I die on the hill that is the best title ever that Teen Top's ever done. Like, in actuality, though, if you maybe got into K-pop a bit later than me, if you just never heard and you enjoy pop music, highly recommend listening to it. Like, it is absolute pop perfection. You need to hear it. Anyway, next up we have my favorite song, which is Next to You, and I'm kind of obsessed. I'm kind of very deeply obsessed. Like, I kind of spent my entire first listen of this song staring at my computer in shock because, my god, this song is so good. But let's actually discuss the song. Right off the bat, the verses are excellent. The first one's great, and the second one goes, like, the second one fucks a little too hard. Like, it's a moment. On top of that, this background music is absolutely exceptional. It's some god tier bop material, and I, for one, love it. As for the pre-chorus, It's amazing. It manages to hit just enough. It doesn't go too hard, but it perfectly builds into the chorus. And speaking of the chorus, this chorus broke me. The first time I heard this chorus, I just sat there in shock. Like, my jaw dropped my first listen in because it's just so good. Like, I can't complain about this chorus. I don't think anyone can complain about this chorus. I think it's the perfect chorus, and if you complain about it, you're crazy. To summarize my feelings, I loved this song. I loved it a lot. I'm a really big fan of it. It's in the Apple Music already, and I plan on listening to it a lot. Our next song is actually a re-recording moment. It's a re-recording of Missing You, which came out in 2013 on their first full, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm like 90% sure it's on their first full though, but either way, I have heard the original Missing You before because when I got into Teen Top, back when I was a Teen Top fan, but when I got into Teen Top, I just listened to their entire discography one day. So I have heard it, but I'm not like extensively listening to old Teen Top. I've maybe heard the original song 5 times in my entire life. However, it's nice. I enjoyed the piano, but I can't help but feel like this would have hit more if I was a bigger Teen Top fan. Like, do the fans love this song? Did they love it when it came out in 2013? I don't know. But as a casual listener, just like as someone who's not really the biggest Teen Top fan anymore, because they don't really do anything anymore, but as someone who just listens to their music now as my way of engaging with Teen Top, it's fine, but it's nothing special. That said, this isn't an unenjoyable listening experience. I think the vocals are pretty, the background music's really nice, but again, it's nothing special, and it also doesn't really fit the vibes of the album all that well. Like, the first 2 songs, they're bright, fun, summer songs. This, it's giving more like a winter ballad, maybe a fall ballad, like when it's rainy and fall, that kind of ballad. Like, it's a very different vibe, and it kind of messes with the flow of the album, so I'm just not really the biggest fan of its inclusion. Moving on, we're gonna actually skip the instrumental of Week, because I don't talk about instrumentals when I do album reviews, but we are going to go to the last song, and last but not least, we have the sped up version of Week. Now, my feelings on the song are complex. I'm gonna say it. I have complex feelings about this song just because I like it. I do. I think this version is superior to the original version of Week as a song, because, again, I like summer songs. I like bright, I like fun, I like poppy songs. And the sped up version is giving more bright, fun, and poppy vibes. However, I actually think I still prefer like the original title version of the song more, just because the way they sped it up made their voices not quite chipmunky, but there's a lot of Alvin and the Chipmunks energy, and I don't really like that, so I'm going to stick with the original version. But that's all I got. So with that, it is score time, and overall, I'm giving this album an 8.6 out of 10. Now, of the new songs, right, like, there's a remake on there. We can ignore that for now. Of the new songs, they're both good. Both of the first 2 songs are good. However, then it gets a little messy. It starts to drag a little bit just because we have the remake, and then we have the instrumental, and then we have the sped up version, and it's just, the amount of actual new songs that we got is 2. And I like them both, but I wish the album hadn't been as heavily loaded with other things, if you know what I mean. But what we got isn't bad. Nothing we got is bad. So yeah, 8.6 out of 10. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @_album reviews. I'll link that in the description. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!